I think I need my own timer. Which we can put right here. Yeah, I think we're ready to start here. Okay, so you need 3 frames, right? Because 2 frames would give you a 51 flat, I assume. Because 2 frames is 33 milliseconds. You usually, depending on how you round. But yeah, let's start all the videos at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but as close as possible. Oh, I should probably mute a few. Let's mute you. No, let's mute you. Let's mute you. Let's mute you. You muted. You muted. You're not. Oh. Okay, now we can start adjusting a little bit more. Also, I should start the timer. So we can probably do something like this. Boom. That looks good enough. Oh, this is a really weird aspect ratio by IM. Oh, do you know what? He is probably doing like the not 4:3, but is it 8:7? So we will do this 553. Let's move this down to 553. It was 553, right? No, 556. I need to sit up to see this. 556. So there. And then we're just gonna do this. And there we go. So we have a few things we will do during the race, which I will explain during here. We are gonna start off with doing you have Mikey and Vesper, not Vesper. Realis and Cossacks are getting punishments. And Infinite Mystery we need to forward a little bit on. You have a huge me though. Like we could do this if you want. I can sit like this. But yeah, everyone but I am is on the first stage. It looked like Cossacks is the fastest here. Yeah, he's slightly ahead of Mikey Dicelot here. Like about 5-6 seconds. But Rye is going solid here. So while we're watching this, I will just talk a little bit randomly about stuff. And probably talk a little bit more once we get more people to join as well. Oh right, Cossacks died on that stage. So Mikey got a 450, which is really solid for someone first playing this game. Ryan... Okay, so Rye is about half a minute behind Mikey. But Rye is getting punishment for that when we do our Great Warp thing. Yeah, looks like I am was faster than Cossacks on the first game here. Now I'm an energy drink. Or maybe not. Did I am not finish 3 stages yet? We probably did, but are a little bit confused. And I can say what I would change after doing this race once. I would probably have finished Ikari goal at stage 2. But yeah, that saves so much time for Mikey. Yeah, I don't have any beer at home right now. Like, I actually think Ikari 3 is such a good speedrun. But again, I would still have made it a stage to go for a race like this. Because it doesn't really give you anything to play stage 3 here. Like, it only increases the length of the race. And anyone that is faster is just gonna gain more time. So I feel like Ikari 3 got a little bit of an extra boost in importance. Which it already had with like the first boss and the boss you can see Rai fighting right now. The mini boss. And like you can see on IM screen here, like if you haven't played this game before, the first boss can be really hard to figure out. Because your shots doesn't reach the whole screen. And like if you go into this playing casually, you will think like, okay, I wanna stay as far away as possible to have time to dodge his bullets. But then the bullet will not reach him. And he can only be damaged when he is actually shooting. So it's kind of both, like it's a really bad designed boss. Because like a good design would be like enticing you to get close to him when you can damage him. But here it's like when he's the most dangerous is when you can damage him. Mikey moves on to the next game. Super Off-Road. Let's see when he starts to see how big of a lead he got. He already had a pretty good lead going into it. But around 12:30 seems to be when he started here. Well, 12:40. But the thing is, I think we will see Mikey be in the lead until he can't finish the race, basically. And you're right. So again, for people dropping in, we're gonna add the... we're gonna pause the video of Cossacks and Rye at the end of Quarf. Cossacks for 10 minutes, Rye for 14 minutes. Like, I knew Mikey would be in the lead by quite a lot. But I would not be surprised if he has finished Super Off-Road when the others reach Super Off-Road. But yeah, again, I would shorten the disco. Super Off-Road, I think, was a pretty solid goal. Like, I could probably have done something like get max engine upgrade or something like that. But I think 6 stages, just letting people play like they want, if they just want to buy boost or if they just want to buy whatever. And Rye is ahead of Cossacks here, but I think, considering Cossacks have speedrun this game, though he doesn't seem to remember. But Rye is maybe 45 seconds ahead. And I feel like that's something that Cossacks can make up. And the problem was that you race, I think you race Ferdango 3 times in the goal as well. So one thing I could have done is gone to like maybe stage 5 or some stage after 6 that was the first time it appeared instead. But I think I explained it good enough in the notes at least. Yeah, Cossacks is just struggling with Icarus. But yeah, I think Mikey has 2 races left here. I believe this is the 4th one you do, right? I wonder if I can... We will just do this instead. Yeah, maybe Rye can enter at the same time here. Yeah, Rye should enter into the... Yeah, definitely, there's 2 more races, yeah. Missed the stun lock. I assume Rye was mashing, punch and not timing it. It looked like it with like the pattern of his hits. So around 6-minute lead Mikey had going in here. Can just be interesting to see like how people catches up and loses time to him. Then Cossacks is probably 7 minutes behind with the swap time here. And I think Cossacks has speedrun Super Off-Road as well. So he might be able to save some time there as well. Let's see when he starts Castlevania here. Around 21 flat. Castlevania, I still think that third stage was a completely fine goal when you did easy mode for a race like this. We will see a fun little thing later on IM when he gets there, which is one of the reasons why I put the game in. It's gonna be interesting to see if Cossacks can make up time in Super Off-Road here to ride. For people that don't know the outcome at the end, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a super tight race between certain people. That's why it's so interesting to see like where could they have, like where could the race have changed? Obviously there's one obvious, well, two obvious parts. Maybe 3 even, to be honest. And I feel like Cossacks should gain time in Castlevania as well. Like, I don't think he speedruns the game, but I think his, like, base knowledge is good enough to play through that game really quickly. The thing is, in the Japanese version, the bat trick does not save that much time. It obviously saves, like, quite a lot of time, but because you do so much damage without the whip or without the crit, it helps so much. for example, in this version, you can do the bat crit on the second boss as well. Like, you can kill the second boss in one hit. Well, actually, you can kill all bosses in one hit in this version. If you do a critical hit. But yeah, there was two reasons why I made the goal as long as I did. One part was right here. Like, most people that have like some knowledge about gaming. Oh, Mikey died. Has not done the room where Mikey died in like the legit way. Ever. Like, the first time I did this room legit. Because I think I've done that for as long as... Like, maybe as a kid I played it normally. But yeah, you never go over to this part. So it was fun seeing IM later. Trying to go for the damage boost up. And like, tried it like 3-4 times. Although we should probably move Cossacks down a little bit here. Probably like that. Do Mikey like that. Do IM like that. And do Virilis like that. I think Rai is on the final stage of Super Off-Road right now. It was about six minutes behind going into Super Off-Road. Yeah, so he lost about 15 seconds or something. And Cossack was 7 minutes behind. No, wait. You gained time on Super Off-Road because it was 21. So you gained 45 seconds to Mikey there. Which is more like 15 seconds after we take out the swap time. Cossack seems to be gaining 20 seconds with the swap time. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the timing will be way different after this. Also, the reason why I included stage 3 was because I feel like stage 3 is when the game gets hard in the US version. That's a quite common thing that happens when you play this game, I feel like. But yeah, in the Japanese version, like, yeah, it's the first stage where you might die, but you keep like your sub weapon and stuff like that. You don't get knocked back, so you don't have to worry like getting one hit killed. I think Contact is going for the that boost. Yeah, exactly. You keep the multi-hit. Like the sub-weapons you keep, your main weapon you do not keep. Oh, no! Like, even here, like, not having your whip upgrade isn't that bad. That was fun, that they got the whip upgrade from a bad kamikazing into him. Okay, so let's see here when he enters turtles. Should be around 30-40. Yeah, 30, 55. We can say 31 minutes. Brian Costa seems to be playing it about the same speed here. And they're playing Castlevania a lot faster than Mikey did. And I think Mikey was 5:45 behind. And Cosix was around 6.5 minutes behind into Castlevania. If we're gonna round it a little bit. Also, already having the cross there is really nice. Because the cross is like the nicest weapon to have. Otherwise you wanna get the axe that's on the previous screen and get the cross on the screen Rai is on right now. Also, you know Mikey isn't speedrunning this game. Because there's only one speedrunner I know of that actually doesn't use Mikey when playing this game. But most people wanted those 2 extra pixels for the hit range with Mikey. Yeah, so around 310 behind. No, or what do I say? Around 240 behind. So Rai gained like 3-4 minutes in Castlevania. Because he's looking for the meat. Yeah, Cossack's gains around 2-3 minutes as well. But you guys are gonna lose more time here. One of the reasons why I did the Japanese version here is just for that fight that Mikey was at. Because that fight sucks if you do the special attacks. But in the Japanese version you can just jump kick those guys. Also, right there, he could have done like a double-sided attack, which is also only possible in the Japanese version. Okay, interesting. We had one pick for each turtle in this run so far. I did not realize that while I was doing this. I wonder what IM will pick. Do we get Mike so we get all of them? And I like the Bryce threats here, where he just use normal attacks. Yeah, his special attacks have 2 pixel further range. I think it's 2 pixel. It could be 1 pixel as well. But you don't really notice it unless you go for... Like, I would say the biggest help is for quick kills. Oh, I forgot Mikey also died there. Okay, so you guys are not losing as much time as I think. So right now, Rai is actually in the lead. Like, I would still not have changed this goal, because I think the goal was fine. Obviously, I would change the wording, so we would have the IM incident later. But I don't think like I know when I played this game casually the first time, I think I also game over on stage 2. So that's just something that seems to be happening to everyone that plays the game like for the first time in a long time. Because I feel like Bebop is the first boss where you get like a small issue. Also, we could do this. I do realize we could have chat be up here today. I don't know how many hits away Rai was from killing the boss right here. But I feel like both he and Cossacks were really close. I think the reason why Rye didn't get it was mainly because of bad luck on how like obviously execution was one problem, but I would say a lot of it was bad luck. Because the second time you fight the boss, you get so good luck. And the Cossacks, I think, would have beaten it if he didn't face tank a lot at the start. But you can see, I don't think he had more than like 4 hits there. I think Mikey gets the stun luck as well here. Yeah, right here. So Mikey is gonna start 4th at around 41 flat, I guess. I think if I did this goal, or if I had to redo this goal, I would probably made it the goal that Cossack and Bry did. And worded it better. Yeah, I did not realize like how big of a difference it would be between you guys and me in this. Because I'm last place on the leaderboard, and I was like, I suck at this game. One of them must be better than me. But I guess people speedrunning this game is just so insanely good. Yeah, I think Cossacks had like 2 special attacks left there. You know what? We can pause your... No, let's pause both at 4th instead. So the B is the key of going fast in this game, by the way. Because B can give you a lot of bonus points, so you want to make those as big as possible before clearing them out. And then you use the extra lives just to skip having to do things. Like, Mikey had that right idea at times. Like there it looked like he was gonna complete the whole square, but you gotta make sure that you don't complete any small things at the same time. Yeah, Rye is making up time here on Mikey. I mean, I think Rye might get ahead of Mikey before the end of this stage. Maybe. And Cossacks is in as well. No, not yet. I thought like that was a quick swap, but it was the demo. But yeah, you can see the 4-0 at the bottom of yeah, look at this. Like now we're probably just a few pixels between Ryan. Yeah, now Rye is ahead, I think. Yeah, definitely. Like a little bit more aggressive on going forward. Yeah, it's actually quite a big difference in speed between Ryan and Mikey here. Like, I would almost say that Rye is playing double speed. Which it doesn't really look like. But the reason why it goes so much faster for Rye is because he's moving his ship way further ahead. Which makes it so his shots doesn't need to travel as far. And because you only can have 2 shots on the screen, that makes quite a big difference. Also, we need to remember to check IM when it gets to turtles to fast forward. Actually, I think everyone will probably be at Quark at the same time. Also, I was trying to type to you during this. Because we had the problem with Cossacks right before you. So I knew that it could be misinterpreted, the goal for Quark, but I couldn't message you because I wasn't following you and you had 10 minutes follow. So I didn't type to you at the correct time, and when I could, I was like, nah, let's just add the 10 minutes instead of him having to be confused. Yeah. Like, Cossack, the first stage Cossacks played really slow. But the second stage he started to pick up pace quite a lot. Like currently he's playing the same pace as Mike is. Like, gonna be interesting to see how long stage 3 took for Mikey. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, no matter what time I put on YouTube, it's gonna end in the same way. I'm gonna pause you at 52 minutes, just to make it easier. So I will stop you at 106. This is you, right? Yeah. So at 56 flat, I will stop you. You should almost be done by then. Okay, you are paused. 106, we will unpause you. And I'm gonna pause Cossacks at probably the 1 hour mark. Or we can pause him at 56:10. That way we can start the timer at the same time for you two. Like, the main reason why you went so much faster than Cossack and Varielis is because you went tighter to that. Alright, Cossacks had to read the rules because he didn't. It was like unsure. But if I do 56:10, I can unpause both around the same time then. Yeah, we got all four. So Ref is the best turtle. Oh, I think I said Mikey was, but Ref is the best. I mean, that's actually a very, very fun thing. Like, in a Big 20, I wonder if they even had, like, all the four turtles represented. Like, I feel like most people were playing Ref. And we will also need to speed up IM slightly. Squeaky clean. Okay, gonna get ready with the uh, with Cossacks here. At 56,610 he gets the pulse. Old Spice, nice. Okay. And then we actually need to... I'm just gonna fast forward him to this point. So now you get to see the stage you two skipped. We're gonna skip here when the fade out happens. Boom. Perfect, we're back on. Yeah, was the only one that didn't die. So now everyone is on the same game actually. knows the game. No, that wasn't that was the demo. I was like, that knows this game. I guess it's good that the demo plays a little bit, so if you're completely blind, you still get the demo to show you how it's played. But yeah, I think Mikey entered it around 56 here. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes him. Seems to take him around a minute per thing here. So I mean, we could just add this final time to what it takes him to complete this stage. Just to make the final timings a little bit more fair. We still have about 6 minutes to be frozen, by the way. Yeah, you definitely got penalized the hardest just because you were the best at the game. But I kinda actually enjoyed, so I might actually put that into the rules next time. That you're allowed to not continue playing a game. However, I will add like a fair time penalty to whatever portion of the goal you change or skip. Yeah, I might add 1 extra minute for fourth here actually. To make it a little bit more fair to IM and Mikey. Because they did take quite some time on level 3. Like, if it will not change the result at all. But I think it's fair to do a little bit extra time just because I think Mikey is gonna spend like 11 minutes here. Maybe not. There's still 2 minutes left. Yeah, let's keep it at 10 minutes. Like, if it was closer, like if Mikey had finished the race or something, and it was closer, I would probably added more time to your fourth. But because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, I'm like, nah. Let's end it at what I said, because it's gonna give the illusion that it's tighter between Mikey and you guys currently. Because if I do more, you will be so far behind Mikey. Yeah, if Mikey just would have died here, he would save so much time. Okay, time to get ready. We're starting with Rye. Right now. We're starting with Cossacks right now. And now there's no more fixing. Now we just watch until the end here. And Rai has gotten his full extra time. Cossacks gotten his full extra time. And IM has gotten his bonus time back. Yeah, I think Cossacks had the most funny stage 2 in Rodland. And yo, Peter. Like, the thing with Warp is, if you're really bad, like, if you're bad enough, you could actually gain time over someone that is slightly better than you, just because you would unintentionally death abuse. And there goes Cossacks into the next game here. IM isn't that far behind, but he did play the full game goal. So I think it was Cossacks was the only one that turned on jump in this game. Which jump doesn't really save that much time. It just makes everything a lot more easier because you can jump on enemies to stun them. You can go slightly faster by jumping up on ladders. I don't know what Cossacks is doing here. Okay, he paused the game. Rye has caught up to Mikey. But Mikey has a huge advantage on the next two games. That is Mighty Final Fight that he learned the speed run for up to the final stage. An adventure by Billy where he has the world record, obviously. Oh, it's not my let me test something. Okay, yeah, I did put my chat there. So I wonder if it was Mikey that had such a horrible croc fight. No, it was Cossack. And there, Cossacks is done. No, Mikey's done, I mean. Like, I don't know for Mighty Final Fight, like, if this was in a race where you have to practice, I don't know which character would be the best. Like, Hager is good because of his damage output. And like, uh, like, you need to utilize him. You need to get like really good experience route on the first stage, and like he starts at a higher level. But the problem is play. Sorry, you can't play this one to me. The problem here is I think I would almost go with Cody or Guy instead. I feel like you could probably get a fast type with Hager. But more consistent with the other two characters. Also, is that a hidden tech? Oh, as long as you start your message with a exclamation mark, it will not show on stream. But without it, it will. No! People will start thinking I'm talking to myself. Oh no! Because people only watch the chat on stream, obviously. Also, the best moment. Actually, we need to listen to Cossacks here. That's my... Here is Cossacks. Listen to Cossacks when he's having fun with Hager. Or maybe he stopped with it already. No, wait, he hasn't started yet. I'm looking at the wrong screen. It will be fun, indeed, to main.
I don't even know what any of that says, but I'm assuming just
Yeah, Mike has almost made it back to time.
got him.
That was actually a good kill from Cossack.
Took him to Suplex City.
He has now realized the power of the suplex.
Tomaine says, this probably changes nothing at all TTS-wise.
No, it didn't. Ooh. I just love that realization of suplexing. Yeah, you can see now Mikey is starting to gain back a lot of time here on Rye, just because he plays Hager and using the speedrun tech. Actually, everyone will... No, wait. IM has Rodland as well. Like, I wonder what the best strat for this go would be with Hager. Because you can play and get level 3 before the boss. But you waste a little of time going for suplexes at that point. So maybe just getting level 4 and then just going for max damage is the run strat. Like, it's actually quite interesting how you could route this short go. You go in tied into the boss. Also now we can swap music. No, we can listen to Cossack. Cossack doesn't say much. But yeah, you can see it on this boss how much just knowing how to do the boss changes. But I think Rye had a fairly good strat as well. And IM is going into Rodland. I think you two might be pretty much tied because you had no swapping time.
These sure are hard to dodge, dude.
Yeah, pretty much tied up here.
Oh, bro. Oh, wait, I'm not dead. Bitch.
Yeah, I know Coulter had problems with buy or meds as well. So you must have lost your basically your whole lead during Tailspin, which makes sense because you died twice, I think.
Already it's boss time.
But yeah, you can see like
It's a samurai? Can I
like how fast
samurai?
Mike is just blowing through this game.
I can. Oh.
Oh, you had to restart stage 1 even, yeah.
Bitch. Oh, really? Just gonna whack me twice before I can do anything about it? Shit. Dude, that's so cheap.
Alright!
Peter_SRC says Happy New Year. What is everyone's resolution? This year I shall output 2.35 to 1 cinematic widescreen for the retro vibes. Ha 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 ha.
I haven't played it.
What does that even mean for someone that's untechnical?
Stage 5.
This goal I actually think was fine. Like, I could have ended it on stage 4, to be honest. Get more PP.
Aren't there a bunch of skippable stuff? But I'm like... Okay, just tap them at the same time.
I saw this ad for growing your PP if you want. Something about pills.
Hit their ass with a stick. Oh, you can just touch my stick?
Also, I don't remember who it was that got a damage-less helicopter.
Like, wiggle away from him a little bit.
I think it was Cossacks.
Oh,
Or was it Rye? One of you two it must have been.
Guys can use guns. It's not okay.
Okay, it was not Rye.
Wait, how do I use the gun I just picked up? Oh, that's alright. Select. Bitch. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, Kozak's had a lot of
Some
problems there.
American magic.
Because he dies right here. And not having bullets here is actually really hard.
Oh, at least it doesn't.
And he dies again, I believe.
Bruh, my health bar just got fucking evaporated.
The problem he does here is that he's moving and kicking.
Why is he so hard to hit? Wow. Just getting bullied by the video game.
Yeah, and also incoming, I learned that these crocodiles have meat in them.
Oh, I can't move. Ooh. I kicked the chicken out of him. Can you believe it?
Dav Retro Dave says my resolution is take drink less and stop smoking and only use snooze.
Holy moly.
And only use snooze.
Barely.
You're becoming JKL
5 stages, right?
and Rockledge. like that could have been so bad. Well, the worst thing that would happen would you been game over. So it wouldn't have been that bad actually. Like it would probably change that you didn't win the race. But other than that, not really. Yeah, we... Do you know what? Should we do after this? A spreadsheet with everyone's resolutions. And then we check back before summer. And see how each and every one of us have been doing with the resolutions. That way we will have some kind of like usually when you make resolutions, it's like, oh I didn't do it, so I will just not continue. But getting called out on stream, that might be a carrot for people. Nah, I'm gonna continue what I've been doing. Just picking the games I want. Okay, Mikey entered at 131, basically, we can say. But yeah, we can see when he has to quit, if he's actually that far ahead of you guys. Also, I should probably do this really quickly.
It's driving, right? No?
Uh,
Oh god. I got bullied again.
boom. Also on this one. Boom.
Here, catch. I said catch. Bitch doesn't want to catch. I said catch. Uh-oh. I don't have any bullets. I can't hit him. Woo. Damn it. Oh.
I,
I get up and then die? That's how it works?
I love that thing.
Wait, now I don't have a knife.
So, Rye is in. Yeah, like, you're not that far behind him. Obviously, if Mikey had finished, I would probably have taken, like, the longest stage 3 plus a minute to your time because you skipped it. And that would probably have changed so Mikey was further ahead.
This fight's kicking my ass, bro. Uh-oh. Does this mean I have to replay the whole thing? Oh, there's continues. Oh, that means I'll have a knife again.
That means I will have a knife again.
Jeez, a nut. Come here, knife. It's just you, me, and Fat Boy over here.
There Mikey goes with his first. Like, how do you die here? He's like, you're so...
Bitch.
Okay, you panic.
Oh, you're fast. Oh.
No. Cossacks is catching up.
Am I supposed to kill this guy or something? Or is it just here at the muscle the whole time? Yeet. disappointment that is weird and obnoxious.
Oh, I never thought. Damn it, Cossacks, you have ruined this for me now. Yeah, the flashing is a little bit annoying.
Missing that
But I
gas
never
is
watch
enough to
those things.
die out. That would've been kinda
Like
sad.
the palm trees on the side.
Okay, so stage 5 fade out. I actually have to beat this stage. Dude, the shooting is super awkward.
Like, it's probably a good thing Mike didn't finish. Because I feel like if Mike finished, I had to be more strict with like the quark punishment.
Like, am I just missing every shot, or can that dude just not be killed? How did I miss that gas?
Also, I think we're gonna do that now, just to make sure.
Yeah, okay. I haven't been missing, he's just unkillable.
Oh, have I accidentally spelled his name wrong? Let me just type it from the beginning. Infinitive mystery. Yeah, that's how it spells, right?
Last game.
It. No, it's even more wrong. God damn it. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna copy what you wrote and just put it in. Boom.
I don't remember how to play this game.
If it's wrong now, we can blame Echo. But yeah, Rye finally made it to stage 2.
Played it for a week and then stopped.
Although let's move you slightly more here.
Oh yeah, you have to actually hold right on the wall so it triggers it immediately.
Like, one thing you have to realize. JKL Productions is not about creating the best looking layout, having spelling checks. It's just about having fun and creating a toxic environment.
Uh-oh. That's like really bad.
Rye had like a little bit bad RNG here. And like right now, the race should be over. I do wonder if Cossacks is in the final fight while you're in the final fight. Yeah, like he has. Like the only two games I think there's a chance he hasn't played
Brain farting.
is Mad City and Cycle Race.
So tired.
But the other ones he should have done in a Big 20 at some point or something. No, I just picked games that I had speedrun over the year here and did really short goals. So, if you don't know like what type of race this was basically, I announced it on Saturday, and the plan was to have the race on Sunday, but we had it on Monday instead because people had some time restraints and stuff. So it was just like, you get 10 games. If you have some games you really think you need to practice to be able to beat,
Oh my god.
you could practice them, like you were allowed to practice.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Although Cossacks, I don't know, why does Cossacks not know he can turn around?
Why can't I play the game? Oh, and I'm slow again.
Okay, Bry is on the final boss here of the race.
Alright. It's not completely turned into...
Like, if you had watched the race like this, it would not have been that exciting as it was watching it like separated. But like this long death, having to wait falling from the top.
Touched the wire and disconnected my shit. Okay, this is just panic. I should have killed him already.
Such panic mode. Oof.
This playing so bad. Tired. Get the board. Why do I care about the drops, dude? Like, I really shouldn't care.
But yeah, Bry did not have great RNG here either.
It's not like
That's why it's gonna look like it's a super close race. Which, like, if Bry would have died again, Cossacks would probably have won. Because if you die, you start over here. So right now, a death would mean that the Cossacks is in the lead. And like, maybe with optimal RNG here, Cossacks could have won.
nice.
No, he couldn't. So a 1:45.24 for Virilis.
Two again.
1:45.22. Did not finish. And 1:46:19, I would say. Oh, that's the wrong one. One
I did the thing.
46.
That was
19.
terrible because I failed. I fucked up so heavily in Cycle Race. I couldn't remember how to play carry and lost a whole lot of time on that one boss.
And now we can do all of this.
Off-road was
Oops, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. Now we just watch Mr. I Am finish here. But yeah, I think this is definitely something I will do again. Because I think it's fun to do something like this because you get to see these funny mistakes. You get to see these knowledge gaps that you will, like, yeah, you will see them from players going in blind. But seeing, like, the top players having, like, a meltdown on something. Like here, Mikey had a meltdown on Tailspin. I would say Cossacks had a really bad Mad City, and Bry had a really bad Tailspin. Like, it's really fun. And I think it's more fun when you have that as an intention in the race. Where like obviously I don't want something like, okay, let's do Adventure of Biobilly and do the racing stages to have people game over on the racing stages so they have to play the whole game over again. But having like contained disasters, that a disaster is like losing 2-3 minutes. I am. It doesn't work. You need to start attacking him. Yeah, I mean that's really what I wanted it to be, like, just approachable, fun. But like I guess you can kind of see the problem as well that we talked about yesterday with like Big 20s with the like time restraint. Like all of these goals was approachable, easy, and like not really difficult. It was 10 games. And for someone that knew the games beforehand, me, I did the goals in 1:15. Which is, if we take like a Big 20 where you have 20 games, 10 games would take 1.5 hours. So you kind of see like the whole issue there that because the race is so short, you can't really put 20 games like this in a list. You really need to put in like these really short meme games just to give other games a chance to shine. Like realistically, you probably need like 4 games that are like less than 3 minutes long. If you want to keep the time restraint and still make an interesting list. But yeah, like I said when we had race, I think I'm gonna go with like maybe cut the list down with like 2 games or something. And then try and use goals. Like I said, I think like Ikari we could have cut down a stage with. And that would have cut down the time with like 4-5 minutes, depending on who you are. I think War we could have removed. That would have cut down another 10 minutes. I don't know if there was any other goal that felt a little bit overstayed. Yeah, I mean, by Billy we could have cut a second racing stage. But that would have been like 1.5, 2 minutes. Like, you could argue that you could cut Tailspin as well to second stage. But the whole idea was that I wanted like the big RNG swings there in case it got exciting at the end. Also, another interesting part, I think everyone had one game they were the fastest on. Like, it wasn't dominated completely by one single player. Like, Cossacks was probably the fastest on Super Off-Road, Castlevania. Mikey was faster on Ikari 3, Biobilly. Rai was faster on Quarf. No, TMNT2 I mean. Or Rai faster on Quarf and Infinite Mystery fastest on TMNT2. Like, it was really a wide variety for people here. Like, we had all the turtles picked. 4 out of 4 turtles got picked when there was only 4 people. Final game, people. But yeah, another idea I had for future is that we could actually combine the soda with this type of race. Because the soda idea is that we announce the list and have like a beat the record for like 3 hours. Everyone gets to try and get the best time in each game. So you have to like decide how much time you want to spend on each game. So like expecting to each person to get like 2 to 3 attempts in per game, basically. And then we could host a race portion the day after. Yeah, if you want free PP, Tailspin is really good. Like, I would say, like learn the money route on the first stage, buy double shot on stage 2, buy armor on stage 4, and then buy the super shot at stage 7. And then try to get a run where you lose like less than 20 seconds and you will get a lot of PP. And 20 seconds is I would say the average 20 seconds lost speed run. Well, you can probably lose 30 seconds actually. And that would probably be a 2 cycle on the ball. And or like you lose 2 cycles. Because that would be around 5 seconds. And then you have had 5 bad RNG checks on the third boss, which is 25 seconds. And that would give you around 1625. And if you play good, you can gain like 5 seconds. Like, I think the only one that didn't struggle with Tailspin was Cossacks. Also, I like how IM actually went for the bonus stages. Because I'm pretty sure it would have game over if it didn't. Yeah, you just wanna skip the bonus stages, usually. Like, each bonus game usually gives you like 2 extra lives. Like, I actually wonder how long a 100% run of this game would take. I would consider a 100% run be collecting all the money, just not getting all the possible score. And like, what strat would be? Because I think you literally would skip buying the double shot. And just go straight for the quadruple shot. So the question is, can you get the quadruple shot? I would say the first time you need it is probably stage 5. I would assume you can get it before that. Yeah, I would also say you need to... The thing is, you can buy how many continues you want as possible. You can buy how many lives as possible. So it would be, you need to buy double or double and quadruple shot, or just quadruple shot, because I think double shot becomes unavailable after you buy the quadruple one. The armor, and the speed up that you do not buy in the normal speedrun. So those are the 3 or 4 things you would need to buy. Because it's a little bit tricky getting all money, because there are a few hidden ones. And there are a few that you actually need to use the turn back feature to be able to get. For example, coming up right here. Maybe... Actually, maybe you don't need it. Because maybe what you would do is, instead of buying the double shot on stage 2, like you do what the old world record did, you would buy the speed up for level 2. Because that would maybe make it possible for you to grab stuff without slowing down. Actually, I'm interested in routing it now. Like, I will probably just do one completed run, get the whatever RNG I get. And like, you could, if you wanted to, add that you need to get all balloons and stuff in the bonus games, but I don't think that's possible in all bonus games. Yeah, he had perfect RNG. Yeah, you would probably buy the super engine in a 100% run. I think the ghost house you would need to do some turnbacks on, for sure. But that's probably the only stage you would need it for. And I think I recall when playing it as a kid that I could get the quadruple shot by the ghost house. Because I think even when I played this as a kid, I never bought the double shot. Did something crash outside? It felt like it. Nope. It sounded like someone crashed. So, which people after this feel for sharing their New Year's resolution and have them be checked on during summer? Make sure you're on the correct path, or if we need to remind you to be a better person. Like to be honest, the funny thing is I didn't grind this game for that long actually. Like, getting the perfect RNG is probably not that bad in this game. Like, every time I see Tailspin, I'm just want to improve my world record in this. Because my time is so bad. I actually don't think I have that many childhood games I haven't speedrun yet. And most of them I do end up with world record. I have roller games left that I played a lot as a kid. Roller games. I have Contra, which I will not get world record in. I have Castlevania 2, which again I will not get world record in. But other childhood games did I play a lot? I guess Goonies 2. I do have a time up for it, but it was just from a Big 20 race. Turtles, the original one. Yeah, I can't recall. I guess Shadow of the Ninja. That's an interesting strat by IM. And time at 20:10:25 for IM. 1:10:25. And that was how the race ended, people. We had 4 competitors. Roy got the first prize of $25, Cossacks $15, IM $10, and Mikey he would have gotten a prime sub if he was affiliated, but he is not. So make him affiliated. But yeah, let's see here. Just gonna